Hulk, and he is here on behalf of State Street Theater. So what do you do? I'm on the board as well as State Street, with Dale and State Street Theater, but what is your role on the board? Because your role is completely different than mine.
Yes, thanks Lisa for having me back. It is good to be back. So yeah, I've been on the board at State Street Theater since about 2020, and my primary role within the theater is with the bookings committee. What the bookings committee does is we evaluate different acts and essentially try to work out whether or not we can get them into our theater based on budgetary constraints, schedules, and things like that. We do a lot of different looking at what else is going on, so we try not to bring the same thing to the same area too often. And so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We just having a hand in what comes to New Ulm here. So
well, you have been nailing it. It has been incredible. So we're going to talk about what's coming up to State Street Theater, but we just want to talk a little bit about what has been going on. And one of them in November was the group Absolutely Fabulous, and Absolutely Fabulous.
yeah.
And they were a tribute band to ABBA, and they were so incredible, and there was over 500 people there. And it was, I was up in the balcony with my daughters, and the entire balcony was standing, dancing the last 4 or 5 songs. It was so good.
I've heard that. I've heard nothing but amazing things, and yes, the aisles were
Yes.
filled with people down at the bottom. There's a couple of gathering
Yes.
spots there where you can dance without blocking people. So that's a really cool atmosphere to have here, and so yeah, that went over very well. So we're
And
very
especially
happy
if you
with
went to school at junior high, and you could remember the dances, you know, the 7th and 8th grade, 9th grade dances. And we were probably playing the same music as ABBA was that night, and it was incredible. They sang Fernando and Dancing Queen, and of course Mamma Mia, so it was all really, really good. And then Concord Singers was last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yep. 2 weeks ago, and then we had another rental, a pianist by the name of, I think it was
Charles Albright.
Charles Albright.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
That was with the New Ulm Community Concert. They rent our spot, so that was, yes.
Yeah, he's known nationwide as well. I think there was even a write-up of him in like People magazine or something. And so I watched some of his stuff, and it was incredible. So yeah, so we brought that, and then of course then we had a comedy show. So
Right.
just in a 4-week span, we had 4 really different types of things. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And the comedian was incredibly funny. Jason Shulman was his name. He used to travel with Louis Anderson for a couple of years, and then he opened actually at a Las Vegas house show that he opened for Louis for 2 years there. And so yeah, so it was fantastic. It was really funny.
Right. It has been, and the Concord Singers, gosh, it was a free concert. They asked for a food shop item, but it was a free concert. It was really, really neat. Especially, my favorite was probably the second half when they played a lot of the German songs and just had the crowd just. But they've got so many younger guys in their group now. It was really, really a fun evening too. So lots of variety.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always, watching Concord Singers is always fun. All of us have done it. Our parents have done it. And especially around the holidays and in a nice theater, it's just kind of a really cool thing that we can do.
Exactly, that's right. Okay, now so we talked about stuff that has happened now, stuff that's coming up.
Yeah, more importantly, what's coming up.
Yes.
So first thing is we do have a production starting, will it be today? That's Christmas Express. So that's our Christmas production. So it's a play. It's a comedy, but it's also you'll read a lot about it being like basically a holiday card type of a thing. It's my understanding that the town it's a feel-good story for Christmas, and so it starts in a town that's kind of doesn't have a whole lot of Christmas spirit, and then Mr. Tannenbaum comes to town on the train. And then mysterious things start happening, and then good things start happening, and then by the end, I think the town is kind of filled with this whole holiday spirit thing, and it's really kind of it's a heartwarming type of a holiday. Yeah,
it sounds really good. So that's going to be Friday, December 1st, December 2nd, and then Sunday matinee.
Correct. Yep. So 7, 7, and 2.
Okay, all right, that
Yep.
sounds great. And there's some seasoned actors and there's some brand new people. Richard Gerscott is a brand new 69-year-old person that hasn't acted since high school. So I'm excited to see Dick. He's gonna be great.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. We get a lot of questions about, are these troops that travel or are they within in the community? We've done both, but most of our stuff is, these are people in your community that are, these are your friends and neighbors and family, and they're up there exposed and vulnerable. So go see them, go, support them, support the people you know. So we always recommend that.
So that'll be fun. And then after that, we got a really cool one coming out too.
Yeah, so Robert Robinson is coming on December 9th. That's Saturday night at 7. This one, I know you and I have talked about on this show and off this show about how excited we are. Everything that I think that I've been a part of, I'm most excited about this one. So Robert Robinson is he's a gospel singer out of Minneapolis. He's been dubbed Minnesota's male master vocalist by the City Pages, the Star Tribune. Minnesota's master gospel singer as well. He is sang with Aretha Franklin and I think Jermaine Jackson, and he performed for Prince's birthday. He's been a mainstay in gospel and holiday music in the state of Minnesota. He's never come down here, so we're just incredibly excited to have him come down. His voice is just incredible, and it gives you goosebumps. I think we've talked about that.
On YouTube, you're just going to be blown away.
Yeah. No, it's like a guaranteed goosebump thing. I bet a paycheck on whether or not you're going to get goosebumps.
Perfect night, Saturday night, December night, a date night or a date night with the girls or just something different. Just go out for supper and warm and have a Shell's beer and then come and have a nice night with Robert Robinson.
Absolutely, and it's a Christmas show, it's a holiday concert, so he's going to be singing, all your favorite holiday songs, and it's not just him, he's bringing the whole band, there's going to be backup singers there, and so, because when you look at it, when you watch online different clips, sometimes it's just him, and then sometimes you'll get someone visit with the backup singers, and if you watch those, it's even better than when it's just him, that's hard to believe, and so, I talked to him on the phone yesterday, and so we're really excited about having him here. It's going to be just one of those incredible shows that if you don't go, you're probably going to hear about it the next day. Someone's going to talk about it's the greatest show. Yeah, don't be that person. Be the person who talks about how amazing the show was.
Right.
So
we talked about how great Abba was, and don't be that. Oh, I wish I would have. Just go. I mean, you're just going to enjoy yourself. It's just great.
Yep, absolutely. And the other thing is it's not just music, it's the singing as well. It's only $25, and I think it's been mentioned, people have different things to do for Christmas, right? There's other concerts, kids, there's always a lot of those concerts too that you gotta go to. You don't have to, but you know what I mean. But this is the only thing that this is just a very unique thing for the price point that we're at. It's just something that should be used.
Right. So tickets you can buy them at My Lead, Chamber of Commerce, and online at statestreetandlaw.org, or at the theater, the back door office, door number 7, Monday through Friday from 9 to noon. Or you can give us a call at State Street Theater, 507-359-9990. So, and then we move ahead to February 10th.
Yeah, so February 10th we are bringing Chase and Ovation, which is a Prince tribute band, which we're also very excited about because we've gotten, there's already a lot of interest in it, but we really tracked them down because we had already gotten interest in it, and so just through people communicating, hey, you should see if you can find this, and so we know that there's interest out there, and it's one of our larger shows that we're bringing. It's on the season pass. But what's really great about this is it's going to be kind of like a reopening for the theater, because right after the Robert Robinson show, the theater's going dark, so to speak, but we are replacing all those wooden chairs, and I know we've talked about this on the show a couple of different times, but it's so exciting. I'm going to talk about it every chance I get, because we're going to take those really uncomfortable chairs away on the sides, and then those are all going to be comfortable, larger chairs.
Every seat will be new.
Every seat will be new. They're going to be,
Upstairs and downstairs,
they're going to be staggered so that you're not stacked one behind each other, and it's just going to be numbered. It's going to be great. It's going to be just, it's going to make your experience even better.
Right, and if you like sitting in the balcony, but sometimes there's gonna be more railings up in the balcony too, so
Yeah.
that'll be nicer for some people too. I love balcony.
Yeah,
That's
we
just
almost,
the way
yeah, we almost, I was trying to
Yeah.
get the first few rows from the balcony, but it does get a little steep, so yeah,
Yeah.
so those will be nice, and yeah, so that's a couple of things that we're working on, is making those better as well. So, so you have an opportunity to come to an amazing show and just a whole brand new, awesome experience.
And you guys are working with Minnesota Music Hall of Fame also, with the Prince deal as well.
Yeah. So, so we're kind of coordinating with them to create more of an event, more than just a show. So, I think it's for $10 extra dollars. I think it's $30 in advance to the show, and for just $40, you also get it includes an admission to the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame with. So basically, you can gather there for a reception, some snacks from 4 to 6, and then so obviously Prince is enshrined in the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame. We have a lot of different.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, well,
Right.
yeah, and of course the new guitar that was placed there. That was just
This is all
July,
right.
maybe, yeah. And so it'd be a really great opportunity to get a close up look at that. Go into the Music Hall of Fame. I grew up here, and it was like 2 or 3 years ago I went there for the first time, right? And so, what a cool opportunity to do all of this at once and go with some friends and just see and walk around and just see what's there and support the Hall of Fame as well, and the theater. How great is that?
Right, and we'll make a great Christmas present too.
Yes.
We have gift certificates, so you could do this as a gift for Christmas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you can either get the tickets if they're printed. If we don't have the tickets printed yet, you just get a gift certificate. They're just as good as cash, obviously. So, yeah, for future shows and any of them, you can jump on our website, and we got shows scheduled up until May. Right after the Prince show, we have Jolly Pops, which is a very, very cute type of a show. It's for families and with small children, and so I think it's a group of about 4 dads who just put on this kind of like this musical and interactive show. And so that's been getting a lot of like good responses, just talking to people.
That'll be
in the
fun.
community
And we
about
haven't done anything for kids like this.
Like this,
We've
right.
done plays and stuff for kids, but not something like this.
Yep.
And then we've got another really good, I think, coming up, Transit Authority Chicago tribute.
Yeah, Transit Authority, they're coming in April 20th. They're fantastic. So the Chicago Tribute Band, and they had been in New Orleans, which is about 4 years ago now, over at the Bavarian Blast, and they were really good, and I know that they will do fantastically. So, obviously you come out for that if you're a Chicago fan at all. They tour all over the place, and they've been around and been doing it for a long, long time, and so they're brilliant at it. So.
And then the best for last would be.
The World According to Garth.
Yes.
So, Lisa, you've been counting the
so
days.
excited,
Yes, your 2024-25 calendar is already marked.
Right.
So Garth Brooks, also someone that we've been hearing a lot, just kind of over the months and years that, hey, it would really be fun to have that. Well, he was the best of that era that brought country back, right? Like, I don't like modern country, for example, but I kind of grew up on Garth and that era, and so and I know we've had some country bands, but they've been kind of in the older genre, and so this is like a early 90s, and that was a big era for country, and so and he's fantastic as well. I mean, I say that all the time, but doing this, I get to watch. I watch a lot of their videos, whether it's in their Facebook or they have promo packets and whatever, and just it was pretty incredible. I was kind of blown away.
And that'll be May 4th.
Yes.
Okay.
May 4th. May the 4th. So yeah, so we got all sorts of things right up until right up through May. And so we're looking to plug a couple more in there as well, so.
One other thing, so when the theater goes dark, we are gonna be having a spruce up Saturday, and if anyone wants to volunteer, we would love volunteers, and that's going to be Saturday, January 20th. We usually kick off with a breakfast around 8 o'clock in the morning. We usually have rolls and coffee, and then we have, everyone gets assigned tasks, and by 11:30 we're usually done. We have pizza, and it's just a really fun time. So show up on January 20th, or just call the office 359-9099 to sign up as well. We really appreciate it as well.
We do, yeah, we appreciate that a ton, and that, there's probably a lot of people out there that want to support us, but maybe either don't have the financial means or the schedule doesn't work out where they can't go to the shows. If you can get here and it's such a big building.
It is.
And there's a lot of nooks and crannies in these old large buildings, and so just, getting a bunch of hands in there and just cleaning stuff that just, we can't possibly afford to have somebody there 24/7 cleaning.
Yeah, we should do this once a year, this big deep clean.
Yeah.
So, but we're always looking for volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fun to be an usher or a bartender, or we're always looking for people. So if you're ever interested in volunteering, it's great to get into the show for free and meet a lot of fun people along the way.
Yeah.
I love volunteering here, so.
Absolutely, yep, so we wouldn't be here if we didn't love it, so, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you very much. I think that's it.
Okay, well, yeah, thanks again for having me, and yeah, just hope keep coming out. We've had some really great shows. We're gonna have some amazing shows, and so please just keep coming out, keep supporting local arts and theater. So so thank you to all our volunteers and to New Cat obviously for having us, and everyone who makes our sustainability possible.
Right. Without people, without patrons, we won't have State Street Theater, so we keep coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so thank you.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Randy.
Take care. We now have Kurt Van Esten from Shell's Brewery here, and this is always fun because you always have really neat things coming up. And you've got a couple really fun things coming up in December. You're finishing up your year.
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of stuff that we have out, and we have a couple things up our sleeve that I'm going to talk about today. A couple things we're slowly rolling out. Yeah, we have some things that are coming down the pipe that are really cool and unique and fun and kind of family oriented, and we're excited to kind of cap off the year with some fun events. And then right away in January, we're going to kick it off with a new event as well. So.
Yes. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up in December is Carols for a Cause.
So I'm gonna catch you first. Though. So we just released this today. I know this is going to be seen later, but December 8th. So we do doing our pilot batches. So we have a small pilot batch that kicks out 3 kegs, and our brewers have been kind of going through, experimenting, things like that. So this is a fun one. So Friday, December 8th, we actually convinced Ted to get up there and brew, and we're going to do a pilot batch release of Schmaltz Alt, which has not been brewed by Ted in a long time. It's probably one of our most requested beers out there. So Ted was up there with the manual labor and stirring and mashing in and doing it like old school. But yeah, so we have 3 kegs of it, and it's going to get tapped on the 8th, and while supplies last, and we really don't foresee it lasting
in the beer hall.
In the beer hall. It's a Friday, so I really don't see it lasting outside of that Friday because we love how many people ask for it. But yeah, so that's kind of the first thing in December there that we're going to.
And what a neat thing for Ted to come back and, I mean, that's really cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, and there's a couple other ones that will be coming out. So we're just obviously we want to make sure the beer's good before we kind of talk about it. But the beer's pretty much ready. It looks like it's going to be on time. So we finally released the information, and the one thing that Dave, our head brewer, always says is good brewers dump bad beer. So if we have a bad batch, we don't want to make sure we don't promote it and things like that, and we have time to kind of let it do its thing. So yeah, Ted's worked out great. So now the information is out, and so that'll be the first one.
Let's have to go back to the roots of the whole Shell's Brewery, so that's really cool.
Yep.
Okay, so that's December 8th at the beer hall.
Yep, and then the next night, we'll have Krista. She'll be playing. We just booked her for a couple nights here for the winter. So she'll be in the beer hall bringing her personality and fun. So it's a fun 1-2 punch there in the beginning of December.
Okay. So what time does Krista perform?
I believe she starts at 5 or 6.
Okay.
I cannot remember right off the top of my
Like
head.
8, right?
Yeah, she usually does like a 2.5, 3 hour set with some breaks and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, right around that happy hour time into the evening.
Perfect. Perfect. And then we go to Carols for our Cause.
Then we go to Carols for a Cause on December 14th. So that's our yearly holiday extravaganza, I would say. So that's a Thursday. Music kicks off at 7 o'clock. The Concord Singers are there. They do their set, and then we do a little break. Santa shows up, and then we come right back after the break with the sing-along with Christmas music and things like that. So,
And it's full.
and it is full, so yeah, I recommend getting there early.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we reserve a table for the family, but outside of that, it's first come, first serve, and it fills up. Yeah, I mean, it's a hoot when we sing the 12 Days of Christmas, and each table has their thing, and it's fun when all the tables really get into it and we can sing along. Everyone has a good time, and we usually have kind of beer specials and things going along on those lines too. So yeah, we're excited for that one to come back.
And that's a Thursday night, so sometimes you don't have as much going on.
Exactly. Yeah, and typical things we'll try to work around, holiday schedules and things like that. And the Concord Singers are really busy around this time too, so they enjoy coming back year after year, and it's just one of those things that we look forward to every year. And it's great too. It's a great fundraiser. We raise a bunch of money and helps causes around the community as well. So.
That's fantastic. Okay, then anything else in December that you've got up your sleeve?
Yeah, I got a couple here. Again, on December 22nd, so Krista will be coming back. We'll have her in the beer hall again, and we're going to do like an ugly sweater Christmas party contest. So that'll be fun, kind of to kick off that holiday kind of weekend on that side.
And that's usually when people that are like professional shoppers really start going, is about December 22nd.
Yeah,
So
unlike me, I shop like the 8 p.m. before Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh crap, I should go.
So they can come over to the gift shop, get one of your cool items over there,
Yeah.
and then go over and listen to Krista and have a beer.
Exactly. Yep.
Sounds like a perfect night.
That's
Yes.
the plan.
Yes.
And then, kind of like I said, we like to kind of lean into the family stuff. We've developed the Easter egg hunt and the Halloween thing. One thing we're going to do here on December 31st is we're going to do a family-friendly New Year's Eve bash. So we're going to have it from 1 to 5, and we're actually going to have the ball drop at 3 p.m. So the family can come out. We'll have crafts, paint ornaments to be painted, things like that. We're going to decorate the Shell tree. We have in a beer hall with all the ornaments the kids. And then we're going to have a balloon drop and a countdown at 3 o'clock. So the kids can kind of have their New Year's Eve party with their friends and family and things like that. And we're going to do buddy soda flights and little like flutes for the kids. And we're going to kind of really lean into kind of what a New Year's party would be for an adult, but kind of bring it down. And then parents can have their choice of beverages as well at Shell's. But yeah, really leaning into have some fun as a family, and then maybe babysitter comes over or something, and then mom and dad can head out on the town and enjoy New Year's per usual. But yeah, we want to give the kids a chance to experience that fun and have a countdown. So
You guys have had an incredible year.
Yeah, we've been really busy.
Yes. So it's 1 to 5 on New Year's
Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so that's Sunday.
Okay.
Yep. So we're gonna do that. So that it hasn't been quite released yet, but I figured I might as well be the first one to let it out.
Exactly.
So
That sounds great. Okay, then you'll light up the night, which sounds really cool.
yeah, Yule Light Up the Night, YULE, get into the spirits. So yeah, we wanted to just kind of kick off the year with something fun. You get your resolutions and you're with your friends and family, but you still got to release a little bit too. So we're going to do. If you've been to Bachfest before, you've been down in our woods where our trails are for Shells. We're gonna have a big bonfire party down there. So
There's a lot of trees down there already.
Yeah, we had a lot of trees. Our groundskeeper Henry.
Big bonfire.
Yeah, so we talked to the city. We're all good there, but we're encouraging people to drop off their trees. So take off the ornaments and things like that. No artificial trees. We'll trade you a beer for a tree. But yeah, if you want to drop it off earlier that week or bring it with you. We're going to have a reason to get rid of your tree. We're going to have kind of like one of those woods parties you would sneak away to in high school or college or something. And just have a good time. We're going to have coolers of beer down there, just 2 types of beer, and a big party. And we're going to have...
So you can buy the cans of beer down in the woods.
Correct.
And if you want something else, you can go up to the beer hall.
Yeah, you can hike up the hill and head to the beer hall and get something of your choice. But yeah, we're going to kind of have it just as a backyard bonfire party. And then we're going to have some smaller little solo stoves and do like s'mores and stuff for the kids and things like that, and kind of breakout spots. And we'll have music, and we're gonna put some Christmas lights and stuff down there just so you can kind of see what you're doing. But yeah, just kind of kicking off the year with staying warm, gathering around the fire, which is kind of a holiday thing, and then
Exactly, so that one starts at
6, I
o'clock.
believe,
Yeah,
yep.
6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, okay.
Yep, so right as it starts to get dark,
Okay.
we'll get that fire rolling, and then it's kind of come and go. If you want to come and hang out all night, great. If you want to just kind of stop down after dinner for that happy hour thing, we're just going to be down there hanging out, having music, making s'mores, and just kind of staying warm by the fire. So.
Right, right. So before we went on air, I was telling Kurt, you've got a couple things going in December, then it gets a little bit quiet, but thinking ahead, you just said that you already got all the music, you just booked all the music for Bachfest yesterday, so, I mean, you're always ahead of the...
Yeah, so yeah, we're already thinking, we're a couple months out already, so,
Right.
there's a lot of planning that goes to, making sure that our events would fit in with what the community's doing and listening to kind of what, State Street's doing, or the city, or, these other establishments, and trying not to step on toes and being a good steward to, help their causes or things like that, and, I feel like there's, the city's really leaning into special events, and if we can be one of those places that can enhance the relationships of bringing people in, especially with 14 open, it's 20 minutes to Mankato now. Getting those people to come that thought New Ulm was 2 hours away.
Right.
We're right next door now. So we're excited for these fun things and finding these dead spots and what can we do to kind of put our fingerprint to keep that talk of what's going on in New Ulm. And it's just one of those things that it's infective growth and infective want to do stuff. When there's enough going on, people are just like, there is something to do in New Ulm every weekend if you look hard enough.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Sometimes too many things that...
Yeah, you can make a decision, yeah.
It's really neat though when you're stretching these out like Thursday nights and Saturday nights and, just different times of the day,
Yes.
like the 1 to 5 for the New Year's Eve day. So it's really neat.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up?
Yeah, we have some things that come up later in January and February. We're looking at some Valentine's things and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, we just keep a lookout. It's kind of an ever evolving thing, especially with our pallet batch. We'll find a dead spot in the brewing, and the guys will be like, "Hey, I wanted to try this. Can we try it?" And it takes just you can speed the process up a little bit with a smaller batch.
Yeah, that's why I think it's really important, especially on shelves, to befriend them or like them on Facebook, because you're constantly having posts about what's going on and what's coming up, and so it's really, make sure you like them on Facebook.
Yeah, and then we're in the thick of winter, and at Rain Belt, we have a big fishing giveaway. We partnered with Clam, so we're right in the thick of kind of that getting ready for ice fishing season, and and then obviously Christmas is right around the corner, and we've been busy in the gift shop with tons of new merch. If you haven't been there in a minute or a couple of years, we've moved to the other side of the hallway. We're more of a merch room now, but instead of kind of t-shirts and knick-knacky things like that, we have really good quality jackets and nicer sweater type things, and you all the way down to like that $20 t-shirt, things like that. So there's a ton of people that walk in and say, "Well, I haven't been here for a while. This is great," and it's a different feel, but it's a whole new energy too.
Like you say, you can get a really nice jacket, or you can get a stocking cap. There's
100%.
all sorts of things for if you need stocking stuffers, or hey, just even get them the beer coupon things.
Exactly, and even if you want to shop from home too, we just revamped our online store. Everything is real time now. Everything that we have in our shop is now online, and it all talks to each other now. So you're able to order exactly everything that we have from your couch. You can either pick it up at the brewery, or we'll ship it off to you. But yeah, it's been really fun to kind of watch the merch grow and things like that as well. So.
It's always fun just to go out there and check things out.
And the beer hall, obviously.
Peacocks and the deer and have a beer and shop. Yeah,
Yes.
so sounds great. All right, well, thank you so much. Have a great holiday season.
I appreciate you as well.
All right, take care. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back. I am now with Leah Packrell with Sweet Haven Tonics, and if you have not been there yet, you just gotta go in and look at the old Herbergers and just see what you've done to it. First of all, it is so cool.
It's not Herbergers anymore, but we did our best.
It is beautiful.
Thank
It is
you.
just beautiful. So, and then when we were there, it was cooler, so the window door was down. But
Yeah.
nice days that I drove by, you can have the windows up.
That's my favorite feature.
Oh, it's so
And
beautiful.
we really enjoyed a beautiful spring and into summer, where it feels just an open air concept.
Yes.
So when I designed the lounge, I really looked a lot into European cocktail lounges, and they're a lot brighter. They have a lot of live green plants like I brought in, and then the open air concept just gives it that feel where you can go in and have a cocktail, but you don't come out and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I missed the whole day. You get to enjoy it.
Right, and you can sit there and watch people walking by and
Mhm.
shopping, and it's just neat too. And I think some people think that you can only just get like a tonic there, that's all you can have there. So I want to set the record straight that you've
Yeah.
got beer, you've got wine,
Yeah,
and you've got your specialty tonics, of course, but you've
Yeah.
got a lot of different
Thank
things.
you.
Yeah.
So, of course, we have great craft cocktails that feature Sweet Haven tonics. We also have for starting a craft cocktail company, my family's always like, you really like beer and bourbon. And I was like, yeah, I learned a love of craft cocktails during
Yes.
COVID. So we have really good beer, really good craft beer. We just will be featuring the new Cave Age barrel aged shells there, which is fantastic this year. And then we have some really unique wines too that you can try.
Yes.
So a little something for everyone. And then in addition to that, we also have almost our entire cocktail menu can be served non-alcoholic as
Which
well.
is great, so if you're shopping with the kids, or if you just want to do something fun with your younger kids, it's just
Mhm.
go in and just, it's just such a neat atmosphere. And
Thank
then
you.
so you've got the kitty tonics, like type thing that they can do.
Yeah, the simple spritzer, which is just some soda water with the flavoring in it.
Right.
We do have like Sprite and Coke, just in case your kids are stuck on their favorites, which is okay. But then we do mocktails, so we utilize, we have a lovely brand called Drink Monday, and they have rums, a bourbon, a mezcal, and a gin that we use so that we can really make, you can even have a non-alcoholic old fashioned,
Really?
which is great, yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun, yeah. Well, and then you also have the charcuterie boards also.
Yes,
Yes.
and so we just started a new menu.
Okay.
And so now we used to have one large charcuterie board, which is good for like 2 to 4 people, and now we're gonna offer a half size as well.
Okay.
So if you're in there on your own or you're not too hungry, we've
Mhm.
got that little half size, a full charcuterie board, and then we have a little snack mix too.
Cool.
And what I love on our
Yes.
charcuterie board is that we feature some Schmidt's Meat Market
Okay, go on.
products on there, and then we have some great locally made caramels with this woman in town who does goat milk caramels. And we sell them in the lounge too, and I would say if you haven't had them, they are outside of the Sweet Haven Tonics concentrates in our lounge. Those goat milk caramels are our number one seller
Wow.
by far. People come in and buy like 6 bags of them.
Okay, so now, these are all good Christmas presents ideas also.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
right now where we're at, especially with gifting, people are just looking for, something consumable.
Right.
Nobody needs more stuff.
Mhm.
Everyone just buys that for themselves.
Mhm.
So we have of course, we have our concentrates, we have great sampler sets, we have some great charcuterie boards, and then, jams and jellies and mustards and things that you can use for entertaining as well, in addition to wonderful spirits that we use. So there's a cocktail that you like in the lounge, let us know, I'll just give you the recipe. It's not a secret. I'd rather have you just have it every day than just when you come to see us.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, and if you are wondering about like, okay, what are some of this tonics taste like?
Mhm.
You have sampling Saturdays, and that really is fun. So you've got December 2nd, December 16th, and December 23rd, and it's always from 1 to 4.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
you can just sample, you have different, like, do you have little flights then, or how do you do it?
So when we do sample Saturdays, primarily that will have a couple of our flavors of concentrates all set for sampling, and you can help yourself. And then we're also selling, like I said, some really good dips and mustards and tasty things that you can have too.
That's fun.
It's really great. But I also want to say that anytime you come into Sweet Haven, the cocktail lounge, it's a great place. You're lucky to be in the area, because any of the flavors that you want to try, anytime that you're curious about, we'll make you a little sample so that you can try it
Right,
and taste the
exactly.
flavor. Yeah.
Mhm. Right, and your wait staff are wonderful.
I
They're
have the
great.
best. I have the best staff.
Like, they really explain things really, really well,
Mhm.
yeah. And then if you haven't been there when they've got music, that's really a fun just a really fun, it's not like it's loud, you can still converse, and it's just really neat.
We have
the ambiance is
wonderful musicians coming
Yes.
in, a lot of local musicians, and, you know, we're really fortunate that the vibe in there, like you said, you were in on a Thursday, and it just feels a little
great.
magical
Yeah, it does.
to be in there, and with all of our Christmas decorations up
Yes.
now, it is just a really sweet, special place to be.
It really is neat. It's just such a neat feeling in there. So, speaking of local musicians, Thursday, December 14th from 7 to 9 is Jeff Bragelman.
I'll be there.
And he is
Mhm.
great, guitar playing, retired lawyer, just a great guy. And
I can't wait, I'm really
it's
excited
gonna
for
be
that.
fun. Yes, so that'll be fun. And so, and it's free. You just come in,
Yeah,
listen
of
to the
course.
music. It's
Mhm.
wonderful.
It's just something
There's
that we
no-
want to provide because
Exactly.
my whole purpose with creating the cocktail lounge, or creating the, you know, simplifying craft cocktails is to create moments for people. So
Mhm.
creating the cocktail lounge, I just wanted to create, you know, an unreasonable level of hospitality.
Great.
So come in and we'll take care of everything, and we'll have music for you and great food and drinks and
It
take care of
really is.
everything.
It's so relaxing. So do some shopping, then come over and have a cocktail and listen to Jeff. And then on Thursday, December 21st, from 7 to 9, we've got Jason Helder. So that's another
Fantastic act. You
Okay.
won't want to miss it.
I had not listened to Jason, so I don't know.
You should.
Jason?
You should go to both. You should go to both. Yeah.
Oh, this is just fun. So, okay, your hours.
So we are open Monday through Wednesday from noon until 8.
Okay.
And then on Thursdays, because we have live music almost every Thursday, it's noon until 10.
Okay.
And then Friday and Saturday, we're open from noon until 11. So a little bit
Okay.
later on that
Okay.
Friday and Saturday.
All right.
And then I just wanted to put a little plug in that we're starting to look forward to putting together some cocktail classes. So I spent my COVID learning how to make great cocktails, and what I'm excited to do is to teach people some of those great cocktail tips, how to use Sweet Haven, so it's still a really simple cocktail.
Mhm.
There's some really simple things you can do to elevate your cocktails and to learn some kind of basic cocktail knowledge
Right.
that can make you look really smart in front of your friends or spouse.
The one part is that you can have alcohol for it, but it also can, it doesn't need to have alcohol.
Yeah.
And you can change it up depending upon who you're having over, what
Yeah.
you're doing, or whatever. But
Yeah,
it's
very
just neat.
flexible.
It is, it's
Mhm.
really, really neat.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be coming up this winter?
we're looking forward to that.
Okay, the
Let's
classes?
wait till the craziness of maybe
Yes.
the holidays are over, and then when my head comes above water, then we'll look forward to that.
That's right.
Yeah.
But for right now, do some shopping downtown and then come over to Sweet Haven and have a cocktail.
Yeah, and
Yes.
enjoy our live
Yeah,
music.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
sounds great. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank
Thanks coming.
you for having me. Always great to be
You
here.
did a great job on the building, so
Thank you.
we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and now we've got Leroy Harris right here from the library, and he always has a book full of things going on, so I'm excited to hear everything that's going on.
Sure.
So,
So let's start with our children's department. So our story time is going to continue to the middle of December, both the regular story time Mondays at 10, and then the pajama party story time on Wednesday evenings at 6:30. But being December, St. Nicholas is going to come on St. Nicholas Day, which this year is Tuesday, December 5th. He's going to be up in the children's room this year at 6:30. There's going to be some activities, some fun things to do, and of course, St. Nicholas will be there. So that'll be
thanks,
fun.
Crocus too?
I don't know if Krampus will be there or not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. There depends on the year. So
Always will be good guy.
lots of good kids coming when they get right.
That's exactly right.
Our monthly STEM activities for different ages are happening. So we've got Wacky Wonders is on Thursday, December 7th at 3:30. Creative Kids, Wednesday, December 13th at 4. And then the teenagers now have an anime club. And they're meeting Tuesday, December 12th at 4. And for the Wacky Wonders and Creative Kids, they have to register. You can call the library or again, go on our website, newhamlibrary.org. But the anime club, teenagers just show up, snacks, talk about fun stuff.
And it's all free, you just need to.
Absolutely,
But
yep.
What the Wacky Wonders, you just need to know how many people are gonna be there.
Yeah, for those kind of classes, we need,
Sure.
need to know that. The Film Society is continuing their series on courtroom dramas. We watched 12 Angry Men in November. Really great turnout. Awesome movie. We're going to be watching Inherit the Wind in December, and that's from 1960. It's 128 minutes long. Still before they had ratings. It's unrated, but I mean, it's a 1960 movie. but it's based.
Courtroom drama too?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So for 6 months it'll be courtroom dramas, and Inherit the Wind is based on the Scopes monkey trial from back in the 30s.
Ooh, interesting.
Yep. And then we've got an evening sensory playtime for kids. Again, you want to register. It's not a story time, it's a playtime. And that's on Tuesday, December 19th at 6 p.m. up in the children's room. So make sure you register for that. And then regular sensory playtime, which is in the morning, is going to be on Thursday, December 21st at 10. And again, you want to make sure you register. And then the big fun thing happening for kids in December is we have Siama and Dallas Congo music coming on Wednesday, December 27th. So just after Christmas at 1 o'clock here in the meeting room, Siama and Dallas are going to perform back in Africa. And so they're based in Minneapolis now, but they toured all over the world. They play some wonderful African instruments. It
Just
should be a lot of fun.
instruments. Just
Oh, yes.
come and watch the instruments. When I was reading about it, I was just like, oh, that looks just neat. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So we're very looking forward to that. On the adult side of things, our regular programs for the most part are happening. We're not having a genealogy club meeting in December. We had a field trip in November. Went over to the Brown County Historical Society archives. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Darla. That was great. Memoir writing group going to meet first Monday of the month at 11. And then our 3 book clubs and our poetry group. Litmus Book Club and History Book Club and Poetry Group are all meeting on their regular days and times, but because of Christmas, Mystery Book Club is going to meet a week early in December, and that's going to be Monday, December 18th at 6:30. Our Civil War Roundtable is happening like normal, and I guess a note about the History Book Club in the winter, they leave the library and they go over and they meet at the City Center Apartments on South Minnesota Street. But again, still open to the public, you're welcome to attend. For fun things for adults, our first thing we've got Mississippi River historian Dean Klinkenberg is going to be here next week, Friday, December 8th at 10 a.m. So he's going to be here in the morning, and he's going to talk about disasters that have happened on the Mississippi River. Natural disasters specifically. I mean, there's lots of ship accidents and things as well, but he's going to talk about how people have responded to those, both positive and negative, people trying to make a buck and other things like that. So that should be really interesting. We're looking forward to that. And then we're having another knitting class by popular request. And so you want to make sure you register for that. I'm along with Leah. She's going to be doing a kitchen scrubby knit. So you do have to have basic knitting skills to sign up for the class. It's limited to 12 people, and we've already had people sign up. So grab your spot as quick as you can. You can call the library or go to the library's events calendar, and you can register through the online form too. And then we have, the reason why we're not having Genealogy Club in December is because the Armstrong Boulevard Brass Quintet is going to be back for another holiday concert this year. So we're very excited for that. On Thursday, December 21st at 7 p.m. here in our meeting room. We're going to play a great variety of holiday music from different genres and across decades and centuries. And so it should be great there.
You don't have to reserve a spot.
No, you do not. No, just please come. Yeah, please come. We'd be happy to have you. And then I guess the last thing is we're very excited this year to bring back Stories for the Season in partnership with State Street Theater. And we're also partnering with Brown County Historical Society this year. They helped me in the archives to get some more readings. Our theme this year is snow and snowstorms. And so I look forward to some fun, both fictional and factual accounts of snow. So yeah, the library's got some things going on this month.
Lots of things going on. And then, and it's kind of nice to be able to fill some of the time when the kids are off of school with some of these things that are going on. So it's fantastic. Yes. Yeah,
there's also a no school afternoon movie on Friday, December 29th. So before the kids go back to school, they can come and see Inside Out here at the library. And we provide popcorn. You can bring a water bottle and just enjoy a fun movie.
Right. So lots of stuff going on. And then also if we ever get any snow, you have things that they can check out.
Absolutely,
here.
yes.
Or even if it doesn't snow, then you've got games and different things that they can check out here as well.
Yeah, our library of things is always being updated with new things, and as you mentioned, the seasonal rotation. So if it snows, the snowshoes will be coming out, and the sleds and the snow fort building kits. We have all those available for checkout. Yeah.
Exactly, so wonderful, yes. Well, thank you. Have a great holiday season.
Yes, and to all of you as well.
All right, we'll be right back. Now we have Sarah Warmhaft from the New Ulm Chamber of Commerce, and it's always fun to find out everything that's happening in town. And we were just chatting before about, like New Ulm is just like on fire right now. Like there's so many fun things happening, you know, all over the town. It's not just downtown, like it's all over town that things are just happening, and it's just, you can just feel the excitement, and it's just fun. And you've got some fun things coming up in the month of December yet also.
Yes.
So you just got done with a beautiful parade of lights. It was
So
wonderful.
nice,
It was a nice night. I mean, it was cool, but
Yeah.
we've had colder.
We've had colder.
We've had colder.
We've had
So
rain.
We've had rain,
We've
we've
had-
had snow, but
Yeah.
yes, so it was really, really a
It was
fun night.
nice.
And so we've got tomorrow, so this is gonna start taping on December 1st. So that is going to be the Business of the Year Food Shelf fundraiser with New Ulm Real Estate, Christensen Valley Farms, and the New Ulm Chamber of Commerce are all teaming up to do this food shelf fundraiser.
Yes.
So we're excited to be part of it.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I just, this is the first year that our Business of the Year winners really sat down and wanted to do something different. And so all year, you and Christensen Farm, New Ulm Real Estate and Christensen Farms have been thinking outside the box,
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so even being in the parade of lights together with the, what's the phrase, the cheer
Oh.
for the year?
So we were in the Bavarian Glass
Yes.
Parade,
Yeah.
and then this,
Mhm.
and it's music to our ears to be Business of the Year, so.
I
it
love
was-
that.
Yeah, so that was kind of our theme through the whole
Yeah.
thing,
Well,
so.
and instead of doing a banquet, you did a fundraiser back in
Right.
April or whenever that was. And so this is, you're kind of approaching the end of your
The end
reign.
of our reign, we can't believe it. This has been a fun year.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
And so just one more reason why you were Business of the Year is that you're giving back again. So yes,
So
fundraiser at
make sure,
the,
make sure you come to the Kegel Club tomorrow from 5 to 7 on Friday, December 1st. If you say
Yes.
tomorrow, but it's Friday, December 1st, 5 to 7. And if you can bring something for the food shelf or a monetary donation, whatever, or just come on and just hang out with us. It'll be fun.
yeah, excellent.
So-
Looking forward to it.
Yes, that'll be fun. And then you've got a really cool competition going downtown, and I went online because I'm going to be doing this probably this weekend, and it's very simple, like, you just sign in, and so tell us about it.
Yes, so it's a competition for storefront decorating. So really trying to promote further the promotion that New Ulm is a Christmas city, right? And we've got all this holiday decor, and it's not just downtown. I think 99% of businesses are downtown. Actually, I don't even know, maybe all of them. But so businesses can decorate their storefront, and they sign up with the chamber to be a part of this Festive Facades competition. And so we have a list. Yes, you can go to newulm.com and click on the link, and then you can see the list of all the participating businesses. Drive around, check them out, get in the holiday spirit as
Yes.
you're looking at all the festive decorations, and then you can vote online.
And you can vote for up to 3.
Yes,
So,
and then we'll
yes.
award them. So the business with the most votes will get $500, and then, it goes down from there. First, second, and third place will all get chamber dollars.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and
It's fun.
it's so nice that these businesses want to add to our festive feel throughout the
Well,
town.
and that's why the downtown looks the way it does. because
Right.
People are really decorating like crazy. Yes, almost all of them. When I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at them,
yeah, maybe they
from
are all
our
downtown, which is
downtown.
great.
Yeah, from Becky Bakes to B&L to My Nice, oh my goodness. I mean, while you're looking at the storefronts, you could stop and just enjoy everything on here.
And a lot of them have decor inside as well.
Yes.
Like Minnesota Ice has some great Christmas tree inside, and B&L has just all kinds of stuff. And so, yeah, definitely check them out.
Okay, and you have to have this turned in by?
New Year's Eve, actually.
Eve,
Yeah,
okay,
it goes for the
alright.
whole month of December, yeah.
Okay, all right, sounds good. And then just go online, and it's very simple. You can just click on the forms, and then all of a sudden it's popped up, and you can vote online. So,
Good,
Very
yeah.
simple.
Yeah, and you shouldn't even have to sign in. I know it might ask you to sign in for Google, because it's a Google form, but you don't have to. You can just continue to
Just
guess.
continue,
Yeah.
continuous guess, you don't even have to give them any
Yeah,
information.
right.
Okay, all right, and then you've got Shop and Wallow.
Yeah, Shop
Right.
at Home at Night. That's coming up on Thursday, December 7th from 4 to 8. And we've had this event a few years. And one year we tried to do it like all day, and it just didn't seem like that wasn't the feedbacks that the customers wanted. And so we are doing it from 4 to 8. There are, I think, 22 businesses participating, which is
Wow.
incredible. And so you can go to any of these businesses. All of 22 of them are offering a discount. All of them are, or a discount or a deal or a promotion, free gift with purchase or 25% off or whatever it is.
Right.
All of them are decorated for the holidays. All of them will have refreshments. And so it's just a really great opportunity to get your friends and go out and start your Christmas shopping or finish your Christmas shopping, depending on what kind of person you are, December 7th.
And some of them are going to have a sip-and-shop option.
Yes,
So
there are.
what's that?
Yeah, so this is actually the first time, we've been advocating with the city to try and change these ordinances to have, and the state too, to try and change the ordinances that more than one, so that the Chamber of Commerce can have an event like this and have liquor licenses for multiple locations on one night for one
Okay.
event. It's no problem to get a liquor license for Oktoberfest, but then trying to do the sip and shop or multiple shops. So this is our first time trying this with the city. The city's been so great to work with as we go through this whole process of licenses and insurances and all
Something new.
that.
Right.
Something new. But so yes, I think there are 11 or 12 businesses that are participating in the sip and shop part of it. So you can stop into any of those and get a free refreshment, an adult beverage.
An adult beverage while you're shopping.
Yeah, and it's indicated on the flyer. You'll see the little wine glass on some of those.
Okay, and then you also have, there's 3 different spots here. So
Right.
That's what I have to do here.
All you need to do is stop into 3 of the participating businesses, and they will stamp your sheet, and then you turn it in for a chance to win. So all 22 businesses have donated a $25 gift card, and so someone's gonna win all $550 worth of gift cards. How fun is that? No purchase necessary, you just have to go into the stores. Yep, and you just get a stamp at each,
neat.
just 3 of the participating stores, that's all you need to do.
And you have to have this back into your office by Friday, December 8th.
Yes. Is that what it says?
Yes.
I know,
Friday,
right?
officially entered to win. Oh,
Yes,
that's
so you have the
fun.
next day to turn it in. Yeah, and you
Okay.
can participate, you can turn it in that evening at any of the shops that are participating.
Okay.
But then by 5 p.m., that gives the stores time to turn it into the chamber, or you can bring it into the chamber yourself on Friday.
There is just a lot of, we're talking from Inspired to Black Cross Distilling to the Christmas House. Yeah.
And
it's
some
just-
of them too, like Thrive Financial, all you have to do is bring, a donation or a gift for one of their charities, and then you get,
Stop in for wine and refreshments and receive a gift when you make a donation to our generosity charity.
and I've heard the gifts are really nice. So keep that in mind.
Okay, this is just fun.
I know, it fills
Oh
my
my
heart.
goodness. So this is December 7th from 4 to 8.
Yes.
Okay, fun. All right, and then you've got stuff that you're working on now
Yes.
ready for
January.
January.
Yes, because we're not gonna be done, right?
Let's laurels here.
Let's
That's right.
get going.
That's right.
So, January is kind of a slower time in town, and so we were really thinking about how can we help our retailers, how can we
Right.
help our businesses and draw more people to town. And so we had the very successful Spiking in the Street sand volleyball tournament last summer, and so kind of in that same vein of events, we're gonna do bagging in the streets. And we're gonna have a beanbag tournament downtown on Saturday, January 20th, in the heart of the cold, freezing winter, right downtown in the street beanbag tournament.
It'll be fun. So that street will be blocked off.
Correct, we have blocking down,
Yeah.
one block downtown.
Probably have different
Yeah.
festivities going on during
Right.
that too. Oh, that
Yep,
sounds
yep,
fun.
I just saw a text that Shells is gonna come out and do some beer poking, which is super fun, and, so stay tuned for what all is being
Right.
planned, but definitely save the date for January 20th, this is Saturday.
Okay.
And I think we're limiting it to the first 60 teams.
Okay,
So,
okay.
which is not,
So it gives
teams
you
of 2.
time now until January
Yeah.
20th to polish up your skills
Yes.
also.
That's right. Yep, exactly. And then we'll have all these sets of beanbag boards downtown, we'll have heaters, and the liquors, the bars will extend their liquor license. You can get a hot beverage and bring it out, or there's hot chocolate fundraisers, and
And if it gets too cold, then you can go shopping.
go inside and warm
Even
up.
better, even better.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you said something that you've got something going on, that puzzle thing too.
Yeah, so the night before, so trying to
Okay.
encourage overnight stays and just more people in town. So they're the same group, so NURA, the New England Business and Retail Association, is who's doing the begging in the street. And they're also doing a puzzle fundraiser. So on Friday night, it's a puzzle challenge, right? So you get a team of 4, you buy a ticket, you buy your ticket for the team, and you get a puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle, 2 bottles of wine, and a charcuterie tray. And whoever finishes all of those, the wine, the charcuterie, and the puzzle first, wins.
Where is this going to be held?
Actually, that's still being worked
Okay,
out.
we're done. Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds, okay.
Yeah.
I can't even put a 7-piece puzzle
Oh,
together, so no
gosh.
one will want me on their team, but gosh, this sounds like
I love
fun.
puzzles.
No, no.
No, not for
no,
you?
no.
Oh, I'm there for it.
You will not see me at the puzzle table at the nursing home when I get there, no.
Well, and then just to point out too, the puzzle and the beanbag tournament, both of those, again, are new for us, the New England Business and Retail Association. Everything that they make, that's their budget is separate from the chamber, none of it pays for chamber staff. It all goes back into promoting the town and having more events and more promotions, and
Yes.
it's just a really great
And puzzles
organization.
have just taken off, I think it was COVID, and now it's just crazy.
I love it.
People are just loving puzzles. Yes, that's wonderful, wonderful. So it sounds like you've got a lot of fun things
Busy.
going on.
Yeah, it's
Really,
good.
really neat. It's beautiful, and if you haven't seen the downtown decorations, make sure you drive through downtown at night, because it really, really is just beautiful downtown.
It really
Yeah.
is.
And then make sure you look at the storefronts and make your top 3 choices. So, yes.
Absolutely.
All right, well, great.
Great, thanks so much.
Of course. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We've got Amy Johnson with Brown County Historical Society, and it is a magical place down at the museum right now. So if you haven't been, and it is on my list of this weekend, I'm going. So
Yes.
you've got some fun things. But you've got, first, before we talk about the villages that are being set up, which are my favorite, you've got something coming up on Saturday, December 2nd. So-
Yes, this coming Saturday. We are having mammoths, mastodons, and more program.
And so if you want to come from 12 to 1 for the presentation,
Right.
you should call in right away.
Yes, you should do that because it's RSVP in the annex, just for capacity reasons. We want to make sure we have enough space for everyone. And maybe cake. There might be cake.
Okay, so the tusk that was found by MR Paving
Yep,
down by New Ulm or close to New Ulm, you sent that in, and now the age is going to be revealed on
Yes.
December 2nd.
so we had it carbon dated and we've been having a contest. So, I mean, before Saturday at 11:30, if you want to vote, you still can. But we've been having a contest and whoever will get closest, the reveal is going to be on Saturday as well, prior to the presentation.
That's going to be really
No,
interesting.
The presentation will be on the ice age in the area of Minnesota by one of the paleontologists that was working with the tusk. Well, for a couple of years, it was up at the Science Museum going through a stabilization process before it came back to us. And so one of the paleontologists that worked with it is going to be the one giving the presentation on the ice age. So
Okay.
they're going to be there a little bit earlier too, from 10 to noonish before the presentation. They're going to have their own table of fossils that they're going to bring along with them too. So not only is it going to be the mammoth tusk, but we also have a hippo, the mastodon, that's also on display. So
And this is, and it's kid friendly.
It is kid
With
friendly.
the fossils and stuff, it's going to be kid friendly,
So from 10 to 11:30-ish, there'll be activities, the fossils will be there, the Science Museum paleontologists will be there, and our programs coordinator will be hosting a couple activities. And then we'll probably move over to the annex and have cake and have the reveal of the age of the tusk, and then the presentation on the ice age around here will be given.
And then you can go back to the museum then and look around more, because it's free admission.
It
on
is free admission.
Saturday, December 2nd.
We almost forgot to
So
say that.
the whole day is free admission.
Yes.
So the museum is open from 10 to 2 o'clock that day.
Yes.
So great day.
10 to 3 on Saturday.
10 to 3 on Saturday. 10 to 3 on Saturday. And a great day to take in the mammoths.
Right.
But then to look at the Menzel Village
Right.
and Pearl Reuters Village also, which but most of us have not seen yet.
Right, so we have the holiday, one of the galleries right now has the holiday village display going on, but not only is it just the Menzel Village, which has approximately like 600 pieces in it, that we also have a guest curator, Pat Royer. His mom, Pearl Royer, made a village of New Ulm sites. And so that is also in that gallery as well. So she made, there's like a Herman the German, there's a museum, there's a Wanda Gog house, all sorts of sites of New Ulm that kind of flow into the Menzel Village. So definitely something special.
Yeah.
This is something the Roygers typically, Pearl's past, but this is something that the Roygers would display in their home every year. This is the first year that they haven't had it in their home, so a pretty special gift that they've given us to share this village with us, so that's there as well.
And we were talking, it's made out of cardboard and
balsa wood
balsa
and
wood.
other materials. And she handmade these.
Right.
They're fantastic.
And they're beautiful replicas of the walls, so
Yeah.
it's just neat. So, you know, while a lot of us have seen the Menzel Village many times in the past, I mean, you have to go every year just to
Yeah.
see it again, because it's never gonna be set up the same, first of all, and it's just really a really neat
Yeah.
village, and then add on Pro Warriors, it's gonna be
Oh,
really neat.
and that's gonna be, something that probably won't be at the museum again. They're guest curators through the end of December. This exhibit will be happening through the end of December, so you've definitely got some time to come down. And the museum is beautifully decorated right now by our staff, and thanks to our volunteers who also helped out with that. So the museum looks lovely, so come enjoy some holidays. If fossils aren't your thing, you've got until the end of December to come down and feel the holiday spirit.
And if you wanna get into the real holiday spirit, you've got,
Yes.
music coming, right? With
Yes, so, this is just kind of in addition to, if you want the,
The full experience.
right. The Oak Street Singers are going to be downtown on Friday, December 15th, caroling, and they are so kind to stop by the museum, 11:45-ish for just a few songs, so blink and you might miss them, but around 11:45 on Friday, December 15th, the Oak Street Singers are just gonna pop into the lobby, sing 3 carols, and pop out. So that's the kind of thing that you need to really put the
In the
emphasis in the
shopping
holiday
spirit.
spirit. Then you can come see the villages and hear a couple carols. And
That's great.
that's it.
That sounds fun. And then you've got, beware of the night crawlers.
Right.
Based on the book Threads of Evidence by Jim Jensen on December 14th.
Yes. And so our Lunch and a Bite series was completely over for the season, but Jim came along and presented us with this. I'd be willing to do this Beware of Night Crawlers presentation if you would, be interested. And man, are people interested. Not only did it, there's a noon one and it filled up like that.
Mhm.
And so we called him again, we're like, Jim, can you do an evening presentation as well? And he's like, yep. And that one's half full right now too, so.
So if you want to go, the 12 to 1 is already full, but the 7, is it 7 to 8, right?
There's 7, we still have openings for the 7 to 8, so if you're interested, please give us a call. So we make sure again, the annex only has so much capacity that everyone has a spot.
And if you're not familiar, Threads of Evidence is about a very unique story downtown
Right.
that took place between stores, you would
Right.
say, and involved Jim Jensen, and he wrote this book, and he'll have these books available to buy also.
I believe that you have books
Okay.
available.
Okay.
So if you holiday spirit, then there's kind of a little Grinchy undercurrent that
Yes.
evening. There is so much going on.
It sounds fun. Okay, back to the villages. So the Menzel Village, of course, is set up every other year.
Right.
So we won't see that for a couple of years, so that's why it's good to get here this year. But that'll be through the end of the year also, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And then we've got something coming up in January then about keeping
Right.
your stuff safe.
So yes, the point that we're talking about this right now is because save your stuff. A lot of people have come, when we were having the fashion show, for example, people would be like, oh, I wish I would have saved my mom's this or that, but I didn't know how to take care of it, right? Or people are doing their winter cleaning and they're getting rid of stuff, but because they don't know how to take care of that heirloom, they don't know how to take care of that art. And so we're having a conservation specialist from the Minnesota Historical Society will be coming down January 11th from noon to 1 to teach us how to save our stuff. So don't get rid of it. If you want to care for your art and your heirlooms and your personal collections, save it. Megan Darby will be here to talk to us about how you too can save your stuff.
It's really
Right?
good. Right, it is.
We hear it all the time from people, like, oh, I got rid of this because I didn't know how to take care of it, and this was happening, or this was happening, so maybe, perfect. We couldn't get much more of a professional opinion than having someone from eminent HS come down and work with us on that. So.
Right. Which leads me to a question I'm going to ask Amy. So with real estate, sometimes people, when they're trying to sell a house, they've got some of these heirlooms from family that were in Brown County, because they only want stuff that was Brown County stuff. But sometimes you might be interested in that you can bequeath it to the museum.
Right.
And we've had several times in the past where it's been like, well, check with the museum. Now, you're not gonna take everything, because if you've
Right,
got
right.
12 trunks, you're not gonna take a 13th
Right.
trunk. But it's something that you can come down and just check with you and see, okay, does your family want to donate it to the museum? And do you need it? So that's another good thing. So if you're not gonna save your stuff, make sure you check to make sure somebody else doesn't wanna save it first
Yes.
before you put it in the dumpster.
We
Yeah.
do have a full-time professional curator, and that is his job, is to take care of the stuff that the museum, the collection the museum has. So if you don't want to save your stuff and you feel like maybe somebody else could take care of it, Brown County specific especially, we are always interested in receiving a phone call, and you can talk to our research librarian if it's paper, and if it's a 3D item, then you can talk to Brown, our curator as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you do a great
we're
job.
very
Yes.
lucky to have them with us.
Right.
For sure.
And the collection that Brown County Historical Society has is amazing, and you take really good care of it. So yeah, if you
Yeah.
ever have a chance to.
When you come
see
to the
it.
museum, you really are only seeing like that much of what we have in storage that is being cared for.
Right, but it's neat to be able to see all the stuff that's there, and how often you do change it out. It's really, you do a really good job.
Yeah, so after the Menzel Village leaves now, well, that gallery, we have various galleries throughout the museum, we'll be switching out to, we're going to do flour mills. Flour mills in Brown County exhibit.
Interesting.
So that's coming in January as
Well,
well.
that's, my goodness, think about, CBI and, New Ulm, of course, but there's just a lot of information there that'll be interesting. Very good.
Yeah,
See, there's always something happening.
There's always something happening.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Anything else? I think we got,
Yeah.
that's it.
that's
Okay.
pretty much it. There's always a book club.
Oh,
You know,
yes,
there's a
that's
book
right.
group that is on the second Wednesday every month. They meet in the annex at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in doing some reading over the winter.
And also a great gift shop down at the
Oh,
museum.
yes,
too.
holiday shopping.
Yes, if you need some gifts or some stocking stuffers,
Yes.
from books for adults all the way down to toys for children.
Yes.
It really is an amazing gift shop that you have.
Maybe a mammoth stuffed animal.
Just
saying.
It's great. All right, well, I thank you for joining us this month for the Something Artsy. And again, we'd like to thank NewCat for hosting us and taking this to all of our viewers every month as well. Something Artsy is sponsored by Prairie Lakes Regional Arts Council and also State Street Theater. So there's always something going on in New Ulm, so make sure you check everything out. Take care. Happy holidays. Well, welcome to this month's Something Artsy. And we want to thank, first of all, New Ulm Cable Access Television, or NewCat, as most of us call it, for allowing us to produce our monthly Something Artsy program, so we can share what's going on in the town with viewers like you. We'd also like to thank Prairie Lakes Arts Council for their grant in helping us to do this program as well too. So we have some fun, young, energetic students here from MLC. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. So we've got Brooke and we've got Morgan. We're gonna start with Brooke.
Yes, so I am a senior at MLC, majoring in elementary education with a minor in music, and I am one of the producers of our upcoming show, Bard and Bros on a Budget.
Okay, and where are you originally from? Where's home?
Yes, Winneconne, Wisconsin.
Okay, so how many hours a week?
6.5.
6.5,
So
okay.
a good jaunt.
So when we were just talking, you were just home for the Thanksgiving weekend,
Yes.
and now, yes, so then, welcome back and.
Thank you.
Yes.
Back to finish out the semester.
That's right. Okay, and Morgan.
So I'm a junior at MLC. I am a double major with early childhood and special education.
Oh, good for you. Okay, and where's home for you?
Not too far actually, Jordan, Minnesota.
Okay,
So
all right.
just an hour north.
Yes, that's right. You can make it as far or as close to you as you
Yes.
want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of fun when you're involved in so many things like this. This is going to be fun. So when I was reading this, so that the play is, it's a one-act production, and these two ladies are the producers. The production is The Bard and the Bros on a Budget. And, okay, when I was reading, and if you need any more information, go on MLC's website, because they've got a really great flyer. But tell me a little bit, because it's a crazy busy place. So tell me the storyline.
Yeah, so it consists of 2 different plays. The first one is called Beth, and the second one is the Brothers Grimm Spectacular-thon. So Beth is kind of centered around the idea that saying Macbeth is sort of a superstition in the theater. You're not supposed to say it, it makes things go wrong. So the show is called Beth. To kind
play
of
on the Shakespeare
censor that.
deal.
Yes,
Right.
and so it basically takes the classic Shakespeare tale and makes everything go wrong. So lots of twists and turns, some modern takes on things, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Okay, and then the next play then is
Yes,
a
so-
spin-off of Grimm's, right?
Yep, the Brothers Grimm Spectacular-thon, it's 2 narrators, and they are trying to cram as many of the original Brothers Grimm stories into one show as they can. So there's 209 Brothers Grimm fairy tales, but they don't end up getting most of them. And there are some of the classics, Snow White, Hansel and Gretel, Rumpelstiltskin, Cinderella, and it's just crazy, wacky, fast-paced, and yeah, super fun to watch.
Okay, so it's a one-act production? So it's just one act and it's just one set then, or how many sets are?
Yeah,
one set?
so
Okay.
the shows kind of run back to back. The intermission
Okay.
is in between, but they're
Perfect.
both about 40 minutes long.
Okay.
So one act shows are kind of made for companies that like to go and do competitions.
Mhm.
So it's very scaled down and just focused on the acting, which is really fun.
Okay, so how many actors are in the first one? Back.
I believe there's 13.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so they're moving fast.
They are, yes.
So, and then the other one, the Grimm's one, how many actors are now? About the same?
That one's smaller, actually.
Okay,
I think it's only about 5 or 6.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
They
Yeah.
take on multiple roles, which makes it a little bit crazy as well.
Will you compete then with these plays at some point?
We don't actually
No,
compete
okay,
with them,
okay.
no.
All right, but we are able to come and see the actors perform these and.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
So, and that is coming up, tell me the dates again?
Yeah, so it's going to be December 8th and 9th at 7:30
Okay.
and December 10th at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And tickets are all $5 sold at the door.
Yes, seriously, $5, and you get, so you'll have the first play, you'll have intermission, then the second play.
Correct.
So probably about 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Right, for $5, and it's gonna be wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so, and it's at the Martin Luther College Auditorium, December 8th, 9th, and 10th, but, so anything else, how long have you been working on this? How long have you been in production?
We have been working on the show since the week after musical ended, so we just go
Oh, goodness.
right one show after the other.
Yeah.
I think it was the beginning of November.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's every single day every single day that you're doing this?
Correct,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Okay, so are you actors also in plays too? Have you been in different plays before?
We were both in the musical.
Okay.
Yes.
And then took on a little bit of a different role with this
Right,
show,
this is
so.
different. Okay, do you like acting or producing better?
What a hard question. I am a little partial to acting,
Yes.
but I think that anyone who acts should do something behind the scenes because it gets you
You
to
understand it.
appreciate it
Right.
so much more,
You're
so.
exactly right. I think that's a really good thing. You
Yeah.
understand what it takes to produce something like this.
Right.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next play coming up then, after this? Do you know?
So
Can you
after the
tell
one
us?
act, it's the winter play, and this year we're doing The Importance of Being Earnest,
Oh,
which I'm very
yes.
excited about.
Okay, so when will that start, like in January right away?
Yeah, yep, so we'll actually cast it before everybody leaves for Christmas
Okay,
break.
okay.
And then they'll get right into it because the performances are the middle to the end of February.
Right, okay. So how do you like, so after you are all done in the winter play, you'll have one more spring play yet, right?
Yes, we do children's
The
theater.
children's theater, and then you graduate,
I'll be graduating, yes.
You have another year with us yet.
Yeah.
Do we know what the children's play is yet?
Yeah, it's gonna be Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
fun.
been a great season
That
this
really
year.
is, yes. Because your musical was Dolly, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So
it was-
fun.
Yes, that's just fantastic. That's right, that's right. Okay, so, and if any students are watching, your nod to them is to get involved in play or music or something, right? Just to do something different?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you in plays in high school too?
I was, but I also have been involved in many of the crews as well,
Okay.
both in high school and also at MLC. Hello Dolly was actually my first show as an actress.
Really?
Otherwise,
Okay.
I do costumes and hair and makeup. It's so fun to be on a
Yes.
crew as well.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. Any idea where you're gonna be, you won't know where you're gonna be going next year?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
We'll
all day?
see.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is so neat.
It is so
Love it.
exciting, and
really
I'll be
is.
student teaching in Chicago, so.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so will that be spring semester?
Yes.
Right? Okay, oh, that'll be fun. That'll be
Yes.
really neat. Yes, yeah, okay, good. Well, I thank you for coming, and make sure that you go to the Bard and the Bros on a budget. And it's going to be both the Brothers Grimm spectaculation.
Yes, there you
Yes.
go.
And that, much easier to say. December 8th and 9th at 7:30 and December 10th at 2 o'clock. And this is all at the Martin Luther College Auditorium. And we thank you guys so much for coming in today. This is going to be fun.
you.
Make sure
Thank
you
you.
come in. Goodness gracious, $5. It's going to be lots of fun and lots of hilarity, I think.
Absolutely.
Right, yes. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.